Hey everyone, it's Laurie. I'm going to do a spirit message for you and see what comes out here. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are all happy, healthy, and having some fun. All right, let's get this laid out and see what the message from Spirit is for you today. What do you need to know? What does Spirit want you to know? I'm using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, and I'm also going to clarify with the Oracle of Visions by Ciro Marchetti. All right, so that's Ciro, like Cheerio, Marchetti. Okay, I hope I'm saying that properly. I was corrected in the past, so please forgive me if I get it wrong. All right, so let us see what's going on here. Well, you drew the High Priestess as the first card, which is Spirit is telling you to please trust your intuition. There is a strong need to meditate. Get yourself in alignment here because you really already know the outcome of something and you are not trusting yourself. Now that could go in a very positive sense, knowing that you know what the outcome is going to be if you pursue something you want. Okay. But you're feeling fearful of it. Like, I want to start this. I want to learn this. I want to try this, that type of thing. And you're holding yourself back because of a fear, an insecurity. All you have to do is get yourself in alignment with your higher power, your inner self, okay? And you will find that you will be successful. Your fears are bigger than what you would have to actually face to do this. And this is something you want to do, something that would make you feel good if you accomplish this. Now, I don't understand why we do this, why humans feel, the saying is we go for things that we can't have. Okay. We always want what we can't have. I guess that's the way they say it. There are some of you out there that know the answer is no to something, and yet you are still pursuing it. You're going after it so boldly, so courageously, but it's not meant for you. And you know this. Okay. If you stopped and paused and meditated, you would see so clearly that this thing that you are chasing after that has eluded you for so long now is not meant for you. And Spirit just wants you to take that time so that you can release yourself from this trap, because you're in a trap. Okay? So either way, whatever your situation is, Spirit, the initial message is that you need to meditate. Meditation, you don't need to. You don't have to. It's always your choice. But if you want to heed Spirit's message, Spirit is asking for you to meditate so that you can see things more clearly. All right, the Five of Swords. Somebody has a do or die attitude here. You're pursuing something that is going to be, it's already damaging you. It's already controlling and hurting you. It's almost an obsession. And Spirit is asking you to please meditate. Look at this for what it, don't even think about it when you're meditating. Just let whatever comes to mind come to mind. Don't try to clear your mind. Just let yourself focus on your breathing and not changing your breathing. Just the sound of your breathing, the feel of your breathing. And as soon as you do that, all of a sudden these ideas are going to come into your head. Pay attention to those ideas. Those are the answers that you need to hear. That is something you need to hear. Okay? And that is your higher power, Spirit, trying to reach you and send you the messages. I am hearing that this could be very, very good for some of you if you face your fears. Okay? This is your fears holding you back. And then for the other set of you, caution. That's all that Spirit's saying is caution. This is becoming, your desire has turned into an obsession, an addiction. It is not healthy, and that is your choice. That is not the other person's. They're obviously not paying any attention to you if you're pursuing somebody that wants nothing to do with you. That's you turning your temptation and desires into an addiction. So be careful there, okay? Be careful. All right, here Spirit is saying, set your intentions free. Meditate. Be clear about what it is you want. What do you want on this ship that's sailing towards you? Because you bring in everything that happens to you. Every good thing, every negative thing, it's because of what your thoughts have been. You're drawing it to yourself. So be clear about what it is that you want here. And you can imagine it that way. Imagine what you do want, okay? Such as learning something new, doing something new, starting a business. I don't care what it is. Whatever you might be fearful of actually doing, okay, is on that ship. And when it comes to you, how are you going to respond? Don't react. Respond. Choose how it's going to feel when that ship arrives. Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be elated? Know exactly what it's going to feel like watching people take those things off of that ship. Or like if, say you want to start an exercise program, imagine a new Peloton is on that ship coming in. What does it feel like when you actually see that crate that has that Peloton on it, and then you are escorted back to your home and with that Peloton? And then picture yourself opening up that crate and you getting on that Peloton and going like crazy. Okay? What does that feel like for you? This is how you set your intentions. Be brave. I mean, that's Aries energy there. Have the courage to accept and bring in those desires that you do want that are healthy and good for you. And I say that they're healthy and good because you have the sun here, okay, all over these sails. That's sun positive energy that's coming into you, drawing this to yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, look at this. The Hanged Man. You are now starting to get a brand new perspective on life. You have been, I'm hearing, playing a balancing act. Look, he's on his tippy toes here. I don't care if you're male or female. You have really, really, really been like, I'm hearing stretching, reaching for something that's just out of your grasp because it's not meant for you. Now, if it is meant for you, if it's this, it's been just out of your grasp only because you haven't been brave enough to go after it. And I'm not judging anybody here. I do the same thing. We all do it from time to time. But the fewer times we do it, the more times we go after and receive those things we want, the easier it becomes to go after the next thing that we want. Please keep that in mind, okay? And yes, some things feel so big that we feel like we can't have them. And when we have that negative doubt within us, that's when we can't have them. They will never come to us until we firmly, fully see ourselves accepting that thing, okay? Because once we see it, our brain doesn't know if it's real or not real. Like, did it really happen or not really happen? Our imagination makes it happen. If we can imagine it and then feel it inside of us, that excitement at receiving exactly what we want, then we shall receive it. So you're getting a different perspective here. It's just been out of your reach for quite a long time, but I'm hearing that you can take yourself out of this stuck position. Spirit's giving you some really good advice here on how to move forward. Look at this. I'm hearing some of you grabbed that information and went running and leapt at that wheel of fortune and turned. I'm literally seeing somebody dangling on the arm of the wheel of fortune here, holding on and saying, move, come on, we're going this way. That is definitely Aries energy. Oh my gosh, you guys are definitely going for this. You are definitely going after what you want. Definitely. I keep hearing Spirit telling me to say this, and I don't want to say this, but I'm going to, because I'm not going to argue with Spirit. Spirit is saying that you, as a human being, have free will. You get to decide exactly what you want from your life, right? Does anybody disagree with that? You get to decide what you want from your life. If you disagree with that, then you haven't awakened yet to the understanding that you do, okay? And you will. You'll get there eventually. My point here from Spirit is that if you are desiring and trying to manifest a person into your life that has not spoken to you, it tells you they don't want to be with you, whatever it is, they've ghosted you, you haven't heard from them in 20 years or 2 weeks or 2 days. Well, 2 days is short. But if they've made it very clear that they don't want to talk to you again in whatever form, and you're still seeking answers from that person, Spirit's asking you to look at it this way. Go after the person that you do want, because that person you're chasing after, and this harkens back to this, has free will. And if they don't want you in their life, then they're never going to be in your life. Okay? It's got to be two people wanting to be together. It cannot be this person over here wanting you and you not wanting them, because you're not going to go to somebody that doesn't want you, are you? Okay? Keep that in mind. So Spirit's saying everybody has free will, and somebody out there is trying to bring in somebody that does not want to be with you. And that does not say anything about you. And we want what we can't have. Okay? Keep that in mind. It's that desire to, what do you mean I can't have you? Yes, I can. I am a good person. I'm a healthy person. You don't know what you're missing out on by not being with me. That's true. They will never know, but it just means that that person was not meant for you. Something much better is out there for you as soon as you let go of this obsession. And this is you obsessing, not them. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. I got your message out. I don't want to talk about that again. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Knight of Wands. Something passionate is coming at you. Okay, so there could be a new person coming in here. This could be you just having a brand new focus and wanting to take charge and moving in all excited and happy. This is definitely fire energy, passion. Beautiful. So once that wheel turns, once you make that decision that you're not going to stay stuck anymore, that you are going to try whatever you want, you're going to go for it here with this Wheel of Fortune. It's going to go well for you. You're going to be happy you took that chance with this Wheel of Fortune card. And you're going to become very passionate about manifesting those things that you want. So I'm hearing this goes all the way back to here. All the way back to here. This is like cyclical. You're going to sit here and meditate and think about the things that you want, and you're going to feel the energy of what it is you want. And then you're going to get yourself a new perspective on how to bring that in. You're going to release the energies, okay? You're going to picture yourself receiving it first. Then you're going to release the energies. Just kind of go with the flow, okay? There's no strain here, by the way. This person may be balancing, but they're balancing upside down. There is no stress. There is no strain here. This is just a different perspective. Letting it go. And then you're going to take the bull by the horn with all the messages that you do receive here on how to achieve exactly what you want. Then you're going to take action on it. And then you're going to go back here and set your new intentions. Beautiful, beautiful message. All right, we've got the Oracle of Visions deck here, and we're going to see what message Spirit would like to give you using this deck. This is a very large deck. This is probably the largest deck I have, card size-wise. I mean, you can see I've got very large hands, and I can just barely get my fingers around that. I've got very long fingers, I should say, not necessarily large hands. My hands are kind of petite. Just very long fingers. I used to play violin with those long fingers. This looks like the Magician to me. Card 25. I'm going to put this up here. going to refer to the manual because I don't think I've ever used this deck since the beginning. I do feel magician energy here, and I do feel that this is you pulling in all the resources that you have to achieve what you want. Okay. Do not be misled by what you see around you, and do not be influenced by what you see, because you live in a world which is a playground of illusions, full of false paths, false values, and false ideas. But you are not a part of that world. Now, that is a quote by Sai Baba. Now, I don't know who Sai Baba is or was, or if it's even a real person. It could have been somebody from a TV character or a movie. All right, so it says here, what we experience and how we interact is often indirect and from a distance. Physical interaction that would normally have provided all of our senses an opportunity for feedback and assessment is now increasingly being replaced by virtual realities. From email and texting to social networking, our relationships are becoming increasingly defined by virtual interaction that can actually distort and substitute reality. We can now create multiple new identities. How we go about quantifying people and events is now increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewed and viewer alike. So, oh wow, this is like really deep. That was very, very deep. If you got that, which I'm sure all my Libras did, if you understood that, go ahead, drop an amen on that, because that's the truth. Our reality, our acceptance of who we are, we can put on many, many masks now because people can't see us. They can't talk to us face to face. That's why I love being able to use my voice. People can hear me speak. You can hear the intention, the inflection, the love that comes from me out to you, okay? When you type something, when you just show a picture and you don't say anything about it, there can be so many different interpretations, okay? Also, there are people out there who imitate other people. Like somebody could voice over this. I shouldn't say things like that. There's so many false things out there that we do have to be careful, okay? But I am hearing here for the main message, this is the magician energy. This is you seeking the truth, okay? Seeking the wisdom. I love this triangle. I forget what this triangle, never-ending triangle is. It's really cool. But anyways, you are seeking the truth. You are seeking the answers. You're seeking your manifestations, your dreams, your desires. Let's see what else we have here using the Vision of Oracle. Or Oracle of Vision. Oracle of Visions. Oh, we got another one here. This makes me think of the artist, somebody who weaves what they want. Okay, so this is card 25 or a 7. This is 13, which would be a 4. Stability. All right, I do see someone creating whatever it is that they desire here. Okay. Pulling in whatever resources are necessary, referring to people to get information, pulling it all together. Let's see what the book says for you. Productivity, control, and organization. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that. One stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery. Now that was a quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes. All right. This card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas from the everyday nuances of family dynamics to the managing of a corporate team. Okay, so pulling in all of your resources. This Victorian seamstress, by the way, I have a sewing machine very similar to this Not quite. It's the old Singers. I have featherweight. I have one of those. And I love it. This Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. With skillful hands, she arranges them, taking into consideration the distinct and individual qualities that each one may possess. Now, this is the magician energy here being utilized here. This is you setting your intentions, knowing what you want, okay, and then putting it into practice. The seamstress coaxes the best from each and orchestrates their ultimate working together as a whole, giving each strand order, position, and purpose. She can blend them into a rainbow of unity. Its beauty is a metaphor of accomplishment, surpassing that of its original separate parts. So in other words, each thread is individually beautiful, but when you tie it all together, when you bring all of the resources together, you create the beauty that you are seeking. You manifest and create exactly what it is you're looking for. And it's always good for you. This is good for you. And it's always better than the original thing because it's more. Be wary of over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details, however. Allow each piece to contribute fully and not be undermined by one person's overall position. So don't try to force anything into being something that it is not. Now, I am hearing to get you a different oracle message here from Spirit. I can't figure out what I'm hearing. I think they're saying starseed. It sounds like seeking. Let's see what Spirit has for you here. Yes, this is what they want. Okay. This is what we want. And there's the message. Star Brothers. Horus energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here. Horus energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. You are more protected than you can ever imagine. It's safe to open back up your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support at this time from those in your life and from the benevolent beings that you are connected with, your higher power, your angels, your elevated ancestors. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty. I will tell you, I am in the thicks and throes of trying to rebuild trust with people. I keep offering myself out there, but then I keep shuddering. Okay. So many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down or to open our heart, that the world isn't necessarily as friendly as we would like it to be. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life here on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them. And this is what I've been doing, is I've just been surrendering, and I'm finding each person is an individual, and they all have wonderful qualities to offer me. I'm still working on it. All right. So, surrendering it up, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, the Star Brothers, to see them as opportunities to let in more life, okay? They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. to call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften up through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart again, especially when it most wants to harden. So the question that you may want to ask yourself, that I will be asking myself at this time, is how can I open myself up to receiving more support? And it's not that I don't want support. I do want support. I have trust in other areas, but trust starts there with trusting the people to give you the information that you're looking for, to give you the support that you are seeking. Let's see what other oracle messages Spirit has for you. A talisman. That one was clear. That was straight up clear. I heard that right away. All right. So I hope you guys are enjoying this message. This is pretty powerful. I definitely like it. Trust, for some reason, has been like, I've been seeing other things on YouTube about trust, with like Esther Hicks, Quasi O'Hare. There's just been quite a bit out there. There's been quite a bit about trust. So it's obviously been an issue because we've dealt with people that were not trustworthy. They broke our trust over and over again, obviously. Or multiple people broke our trust. It doesn't matter how it happened. Trust has gone on the back burner, and we need to bring it back. Okay, because as soon as we can start trusting each other again, boy, what we can accomplish as a community is incredible. So let's try to regain trust here. In ourselves too, okay? Sometimes the trust that's broken is our own. We failed ourselves. We let ourselves down. All right, so we didn't keep our own. Cast away the negativity. Absolutely. Let's get rid of that negativity. Don't want to hold on to that, because what we focus on expands, right? All right, so this says, choose carefully your friends and the people that you surround yourself with. At times, you may need to temporarily distance yourself from the people who cannot see your vision and are not in a place to understand your opinions and feelings. Allow them time to grow stronger, and then try to see why they feel vulnerable, because that's what their reaction is. They aren't trusting. When somebody can't see your point of view, it's because they aren't trusting themselves or they aren't trusting other people. Isn't that not funny that we just got it from both sides, from Spirit? The rose in this snake's mouth represents kindness. So please, soften the negative words and thoughts that you have, that you speak, by adopting a more positive attitude. Consider whether it's more important to be right or to build a happy and peaceful presence. And I do have to say, I really do love that I heard this at some point in my life. Consider whether it's more important to be right or to build a happy and peaceful presence. Now, if somebody is constantly telling you, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, even though you're not insisting on anything, you don't want to be around that type of person. However, like, here's a good example. I get very few negative comments on this channel. I mean, I literally get very few. And it always seems like when somebody in my personal life, if I cut them out or do something like that, that's when somebody comes onto my channel and makes a comment like, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. And it's always at that moment that I'm so grateful for having heard this statement, because I'm like, oh, I could just tell them that they don't know what the heck they're talking about. But do I have to be right? Do I have to explain this to them? No. Nope. And I'm much more peaceful just by letting it go. I'll give them a heart. I'll even let the comments stay there. If that's what they want out in the world, that is the energy that they are putting out. I don't have to take it on. And I also feel that when they do things like that, they're coming from a place where they're hurting. Okay, because you don't go around hurting other people. You don't go around spouting negative things, hateful things, mean things, or putting somebody down or correcting somebody unless you're in a hurting environment. Now, there's corrective there's a good way to correct people. Okay. I just watched a video where somebody misspoke, and I know that that person misspoke. And at first I was like, just let it be. But then I'm like, no, this person probably does not realize that they even said it backwards from what they were intending. And it does change the whole meaning of what they said. So I do want to reach out. That's kind correction. But the type where you're demanding that your way is the only way and that you're right and that somebody else is just wrong, no, don't do that to people, because that just shows that you're coming from a place of sadness, a place of pain, okay? And I'm not saying any of my lovely Libras do that. Not at all, or my cross watchers or channel fans. I've got the most supportive community here. I absolutely love you guys to pieces because you are so supportive. Like I said, it's usually that random person. And you know what? I also tell myself that it's not even a real person. It's a bot. So even when somebody says or does something to me right to my face, which few people say anything mean to me, I'll just tell myself, they're a bot. They're a robot. They don't know. And that's just their job, to go out and spew stuff like that. All right. One more thing here. What is it, Spirit? Oh, an enchanted map message. Thank you. All right. So Spirit's message to you today is a lot, but it's about you meditating. That is the first and foremost, most important thing here, to take yourself away from whatever situations you might be in. Step back from it and really just calm your mind, calm your heart, and see things for what it really is, okay? Which kind of ties into both your uplifting reading today and your dailies, long and short form. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, ride the wave. Didn't I say about just going with the flow here earlier? Awesome energy. Where's the book? This says, right now, success is easy and it's effortless. You can be assured that the route that you are entering a time where you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned. The wheel of fortune has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all of your talents, all of your dreams, coupled with your hopes and your intentions, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Understand that you are definitely on the right path. All right, that was an incredible message for you. Anything else here, Spirit? Is there anything else you would like to share with our lovely, lovely Libras? Oh, a spirit animal to take with you. Okay. I'm hearing use the strengths of whatever this particular spirit animal is as your own to help you meditate or to help you clearly and set your intentions. Okay. Thank you. Great message there, Spirit. All right. So we have two. You can use both of them or choose your own. Butterfly, rebirth. Okay, so this is about transformation, letting things go, feeling lighter, more carefree, kind of going with the flow. Butterflies, they kind of flit and flow, don't they? Okay, you can reinvent yourself. All you have to do is open yourself up to the rewards of change. You have brilliance that you can share with the world. You love every part of your journey. Okay, the ups and the downs, because the butterflies, they flit up, they flit down. Even a down moment is a lesson. It's a learning experience, and you embrace that. I love it. And then you have dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage, and you can change yourself, transform yourself at will. Mastery of any intention, goal, or whatever is your destiny. Wheel of Fortune here. So please just rise with dignity and authenticity. All right, so both of those, keep in mind those characteristics of being able to transform who you are into what you want, what you desire into reality. Okay, beautiful energy, beautiful message. Tickle, tap, or boop the like button. Claim this in the comments. Subscribe if you want more messages like this. Also, check out the description box for personal reading information, how to join my email list to get specials and info that oh my gosh, just get on my email list. You're going to be happy you do. All right, everyone, I love you to pieces. Until our energy crosses again, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.